Hey, everybody. Welcome to the B2B Morning Zoo with Nate and Jay. I am Jay. That's Nate over there. Got him. All right. Hey, if you haven't seen the show before, Nate and I just complain about business, politics, and whatever else is irritating us at the moment. So, Nate, we got a new president
Kiwanis?
no, the country.
Oh, I've been really following the Kiwanis election.
Oh, where's that at?
Um, for the local here in Trinidad, it was won by Bobson Dugnut when the other guy died.
Oh, sweet. Well, I hope Bob does a better job than the other guy. Man, Biden was sworn in this week and quickly issued a slew of executive orders that I'm kind of excited about. But before we get into that, Nate, there's something behind you there that I have questions about. Dax Shepard is a genius.
Yeah, it's my physically responsive virtual background. They're getting pretty good. I bought this at daxshepardisagenius.com.
That's a website
Apparently,
that you can go to
I think so.
and buy a Zoom screen.
Yeah, well, it has sleeves.
Oh,
I don't know.
are you supposed to wear it?
I think so. A friend of mine made it, and I don't understand it at all, but I support it.
Okay.
You know, when you have a buddy who's in a band, but it's like ska mathcore or something.
Oh man!
And like after the fifth invite, you
finally go
$5 and go down and see him, and on the drive home, you hope to God they'll break up before you have to go again.
God, that happened to me. That happened to me once. I got invited to a show for a guy that I know, an acquaintance, and afterwards, I just had to lay it out for him. It was like, yeah, you guys were good, but it's not my thing. Not my thing. I told him straight up, and I don't think they played another show. I'm 100% serious.
The band.
Yeah, I don't know if it was my fault or what, but it was rough. But anyway,
my buddy who made this is playing some sort of intellectual cultural game that's all his own. I bought one. I'm going to wear it.
Yeah.
I don't even know who Dax Shepard is. I'm not.
That's the dude that's married to Veronica Mars.
I still don't have a reference point.
All right. Anyway, our president issued some executive orders, a few that I'm excited about. Collective bargaining. So paving the way for a $15 minimum wage, I guess, is, federally, that's good for the whole world. No, just for us.
Yeah, for wage earners, certainly. But in terms of what Biden is watching right now, I think they keep that dude in dry pack in between, the 20 minutes of mic time. And then can you imagine the cocktail they shoot him up with about 5 minutes before the lights go on? I want in.
They got to wind him up so hard just for that 20 minutes. And then he crashes. And then it's like they have to set the 24-hour timer on him again to wheel him back out. It's him and Ozzy Osbourne both have the same, kind of like juice running through him. Just like Ozzy probably gets a little bit more just so he can do an hour and a half long show. Biden only needs a little bit for 20 minutes.
That's right. You can only imagine the smell in the room when their handlers deflate them at night and put them back in their case.
All right, couple more things here happened this week. Nate, why is your congresswoman carrying a gun into Congress? What is wrong with her?
It's not so much what's wrong with her, but I looked at the map, and basically the reason people get too fixated on the symptoms and not the cause. You look at the congressional district map of Colorado.
Yeah, that's your district, bro. I checked it out too.
No, I'm in Ken Buck's district.
What?
Yeah.
He's packing too.
Oh yeah. And then if you go a little bit west, and you're in Bobo's district. And the reason the Bobos of the world are in Congress getting all this attention is because the way those districts are drawn, if you do not act like that, then you will get primaried by AR-15 McQAnon face the next. So they're going to find someone even more rat crazy, like someone who would like play golf with Vermin Supreme. Hey, you remember Vermin Supreme?
I want to hang out with him. Come on, man.
He actually, the rubber boot on the head throws you, but he has some no nonsense policy ideas.
Oh, totally. What you're saying is that both Buck and Boebert are the lesser of many, many evils.
They're absolutely. And then you go just north and you're in CD5 where Dougie Lamborn, whose district is so safe that when the Democrats ran a conservative retired Democratic general against him a few cycles ago, he wouldn't even debate him. It's like, I don't need to.
Oh my God. All right. Well, they set up metal detectors, so now they can't take their guns in. Oh, it's very sad.
Yeah, I don't know what to say except for it makes me ashamed to be a Coloradan.
Are they going to? Obviously, there's a credible threat against him. So, one could argue that, but they didn't shoot anybody. If anything, they were going to shoot other congressmen, right?
My only hope is that there's an accidental discharge into the femoral artery. Oof, that's savage. Hold on, yeah, and yeah, I don't Ken Buck, Lamborn, Bobert.
Well said. All right. Oh, the government's going to give me one more present for my birthday. The impeachment trial is going to happen. It's going to start on my birthday, the sentencing trial.
I've seen the headlines, but why shouldn't the vigorous criminal investigation start?
I feel like there's a lot of evidence out there. This is just they basically impeached him, and they're going to sentence him, right? They're going to tell him what he's going to get, what kind of door prizes or lack thereof.
I just want to know how many years you get for ordering your steak well done with ketchup. That sealed the deal for me. I didn't need to hear anything after that.
That's true.
Nobody who does that should be permitted near the levers of power.
Yeah, who goes to a Ruth's Chris and asks for ketchup for their steak? I just don't understand. Who gets it well done?
A braying subnormal.
That's true. We're going to come back. Nate and I are going to do something. People don't know this, Nate, but we like to play board games, and we're going to do that now. And Nate has constructed a campaign for our player characters. So we're going to play a little office D&D in the next segment. I can't wait.
Coming up, it's going to be gripping. Welcome to a segment of B2B D&D. I am your dungeon master. I will be functioning as the game master. Jay will be playing 3 player characters, correct?
Correct.
And would you introduce us to your party?
This is
Tequila Activation Paladin?
Yeah. I am Quervnar, Tequila Activation Paladin. I'm Richard, the content druid.
Welcome, Richard. May fortune favor.
I am Javanus, the back-end wizard.
Ah, a good balance of skills. Now, if you remember, the last time we sat down and had a session, allow me to paint the scene for our newcomers. The party has just entered the peasant's apartment and are inspecting the surroundings of the 1-bedroom of the Palisades at the Reserve at Fairbanks. It seems to be a common room filled with electronics, furniture, but then a terrible sight from the corner catches all of your eyes.
I'm going to check for sinister marketing.
What is your competence index?
Javanus has a +2 for all perception rolls when detecting crappy marketing.
And your quarterly cost per spell?
Oh, man. It's like 2 slots.
Proceed.
I got an 8, so modified, that's a 10.
An eerie glow suffuses the room, but beyond mortal perception. It's not so much malevolence as it is a plangent indifference. You notice the skeleton is wearing a bright blue polo shirt with some lettering on the left breast in the common tongue.
I'm gonna talk to him. Hey, my name's Richard. I'm with the party. How are you?
The desiccated skeleton does not respond.
Crap.
Something clasped in its bony left hand.
Hang on. Hold up. I'm gonna activate before I grab this thing. Hold up. All right.
Excellent. You will now gain +1 on all acts of non-consensual sex.
Oh, wicked. I'm going to pry that thing from its cold, bony fingers.
It appears to be a vial of some kind. The vial comes away easily in your hand. The label says insulin. It is empty.
I'm going to detect evil. Hold on. 15.
Sure.
The insulin's evil. I'm going to cast magic missile at it. 1.
You have failed and severely damaged the drywall. But no sooner does the crackle of your spell fade than you notice the skeleton also has something in its right hand, a scroll or parchment of some kind.
You up the drywall. We're not going to get our deposit back. Hang on.
These are part of the hazards of being a great adventurer.
Before I grab whatever's in the right hand, Can I just make a perception check to see if there's anything weird?
Certainly.
All right. 9.
You detect nothing out of the ordinary except for the same baleful indifference that suffuses the entire room.
Okay, I grab the item in the right hand.
Do you read the paper?
Bro, this character can't read.
Will you hand it to someone who can?
It says...
It says pizza party this Thursday. But then something happens. An eerie whine penetrates the room. All of you, you've triggered a trap spell. You must all make a -4 save versus binding arbitration.
Oh.
We'll come back and show you what happens to our brave adventurers in a subsequent episode. Until then, do consider f***ing off.
Hey everybody, welcome back. B2B Morning Zoo with Nate and Jay. We are here today with the Simses, John and Mary. Mary and John Sims, welcome.
Hello, Simses.
Thanks for being here. Mary and John own a couple businesses that we're going to talk about today. First and foremost is one that's a little newer, and it's called PingPongFight.club. And why don't you guys tell us a little bit about what that's all about?
I can do that. So I really wanted to bring ping pong around so it's more available, accessible. A lot of people have difficulty dedicating space, for a ping pong table. They're cumbersome. Even when you fold them up and put them against the wall, they take up a lot of room. It's not easily accessible. And so I came up with, this was early COVID, right at the beginnings, and I was just kind of goofing around with some SketchUp 3D modeling and thought, what's a way to be able to make ping pong mobile, something we can, set up and take down easily. And so just with some 2x lumber, and it's essentially, it's kind of like Lincoln logs. They fit together, they Tetris together as the table base, and then you put the ping pong tabletops on top of it, and it assembles and disassembles really quickly. And so I bought a trailer, made a couple of these tables, and so we have that such that we can deliver it to any home, business, front yard, backyard, parking lot, driveway, any kind of festival, any kind of corporate event, weddings, bachelor parties, you name it. This is ping pong on the go, ready for you. So that's really what it was all about, was just, bringing ping pong tournaments around where they might otherwise not be. Outdoor ping pong is a lot of fun because you can have more room to run and dive. And so it's a lot of fun.
Wow.
But it's
And just to clarify that delivery, that is for Denver Metro, correct?
That is correct. Yes. And so we're interested in franchising. It's something that is low capital but high effect. And so it's something that can be replicated really coast to coast. So we're looking at options to expand beyond the Denver metro area. But that's the gist of it.
That's cool. That's cool. I do own a ping pong table, but you're right. I have to sleep on it because there's just no other room in my house, and there's like too many people here anyway. So I was really surprised. So like when I moved to Portland, ping pong is big out here. Every bar has a ping pong table. I feel like.
Excellent.
Every office has a ping pong table, and that was not a thing in Colorado. So that's awesome that you guys are kind of, filling that market niche out there.
It's around here, at least it's a bit going out of fad. There's just other games and, cornhole, beanbag toss. That's really big, but not ping pong. And so just wanted to bring it around so that people can, it's so intuitive. You don't have to play formal games. You can just hit around and have fun with it.
So are you guys like the officiators then too, when the game's going on, or you guys are like referees and make sure that nothing untoward goes down on the court, so to speak?
Yes. Yeah. We have to remove people if they become unruly, if we referee when necessary. But really principally facilitate tournaments. We've got a big tournament bracket board that has a really cool old school frame around it, but it's like a dry erase. So you just facilitate tournaments, and it's great because anybody can play. It's really just about all ages, all abilities as well. So it's a lot of fun.
I have kind of an edge case question. I don't know whether this is a market you serve or could in the future, but if I were living in Asia and I were a primate that was several stories tall and I wanted to not use the paddles, but just play the game using my genitals, could I do that with your service?
Absolutely. From what I hear, Nate, you would crush it.
So Nate, what you're telling me is that you're King Kong in Hong Kong playing ping pong with your ding dong.
That would be my hope.
Ugh.
That
All
sounds
right.
like a jingle. We need to create a jingle for commercials website. I think that's a
Don't-
lead into that.
Don't use that. If you want less business, use that. Okay.
It writes itself, though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I just fall into it.
Yeah. When you were 7.
To both of you. Also, we've got the URL for the business up. Is there anything else that our subscribers should know about their service and how to get a hold of you, or what to expect, or anything we didn't cover that we should have?
Not that I can think of. If you're interested in creating a ping pong fight club where you're at, get a hold of us through the website, PingPongFight.club, and we'll be happy to help just get it moving. It's low capital, lots of fun, lots of impact, on the go ping pong.
Awesome.
And if I remember correctly, you can also facilitate people who just want a beer pong on it, right? Or was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you bring the beer too?
We are working with a brewery right now to have beer available.
Whoa, awesome. Beer and ping pong on demand.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's really cool, guys. Well, maybe I'll buy into it since all the bars where I live shut down. So we'll see. Tell us
a lot of synergy.
Right. Before we let you go, though, give us an update on how your other business, Guided by Humanity, is going during COVID. I want to know a little bit more about this too, and I think some of our viewers will as well.
Right. So Guided by Humanity is a nonprofit here in the Denver Metro, and we serve folks of all abilities. So yoga for everybody and every ability. We recently got a brick and mortar during COVID, which was great.
Cool.
So we've actually been able to sustain and do well during this time. We have virtual classes, we have hybrid, are slowly moving to in-person. The virtual classes have been a little bit harder to access, so that's why we have a variety of classes, and harder to access for our main clientele is working with people with intellectual disabilities. So getting on Zoom sometimes is not quite easy for some of our folks, or being able to focus on a Zoom call. So right now, like I said, we have just a variety of offerings here.
Very cool. Well, I'm glad you guys are doing well with both those endeavors.
Absolutely. A few years ago, I remember you were launching, and here you still are, still growing and doing it. Cheers to you. And there's one thing that's kind of just bugging me, and it has for a long time. And I've thought about it, and I'm not going to blame it on the alcohol. John, about 4 years ago, I offered to still stands. It's not really my thing, but in business, you got to do what you say you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Strong do say ratio, right?
So yeah, man, just next time you're through Trinidad, just let me know that you and that big old are in town, and we'll make it right.
Let's do it.
Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Everybody check out PingPongFight.club, as well as Guided by Humanity. If you're in the Denver metro area, please look them up and reach out to John and Mary for all your ping pong needs.
I'm looking at a text here now from Jay that says he has outsourced the remainder of his co-host duties for this segment. And I'm with, who the hell are you?
Catherine.
Catherine, thank you so much for being with us on B2B Morning Zoo. Don't forget, all of you listeners out there and viewers and allies, come on, knock on the door of B2B Morning Zoo. That's our LinkedIn group. We'll let you in, and we'll say all kinds of fun stuff and create opportunities, not good ones, but opportunities nonetheless. Less. So until then, this is Nate Warren and my stand-in co-host, Catherine, wishing you well on behalf of B2B Morning Zoo. Catherine?
Hey, what happened?
Jay, I'm feeling like the offshoring gravy still has a few lumps in it, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just, I don't get a lot of time to do the stuff I want to do. So I thought maybe I would outsource my position, just free up a little time, man. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Let's not be too hasty to judge, because I will reserve judgment until I see what kind of cost savings that segment generated.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, because the product.
Who knows?
Exactly.
Right.
Thanks, homie.
Thank you. B2B Morning Zoo, Nate and Jay. Bye.
You can do surprise Pikachu in real life.
Pika pika.